Good morning. This is day 4 in the 100-mile wilderness in northern Maine, and today is Sunday, so I was not in a hurry to get up and pack stuff up. I spent a little time this morning, a little intentional. One of the things that I miss out here in the wilderness is, of course, family, and Sundays are a big family day, and it's always my habit to spend Sunday going to church, Sunday worship with my family, and I'm kind of missing that. So I want you to see the view. Last night, right at the end of the day, actually late in the day, I climbed Little Boardman Mountain, and it's a series of mountains that I have today to climb. So I thought I'd get that one out of the way last night. Not huge, it's about 2,000 feet, but I have a couple other ones today. A Whitecap Mountain could be challenging, but one thing about Maine is that the mountains seem to be more roots and dirt rather than rocks like in the White Mountains. So I'll keep you updated. My number one concern this morning is I need to find water. I have literally about 2 swallows of water left. It's about 1.3 miles to the next water source. This pond is known for moose sightings, especially early in the morning, but I didn't see any moose. But last night I heard loons from this lake. One of the principles of backpacking through wilderness areas is called leave no trace. The idea is that we want to leave these areas as pristine as when we came through them. So you don't want to leave any trash or really destroy vegetation. You want to leave it the way that it is so that you can leave it for other people to enjoy. Saw a little sign that said leave it better than when you got there, and I love that. So I've picked up a few pieces of trash along the way. Sometimes things fall out of people's packs, but you don't want to do that intentionally. Seems like in the 100-mile wilderness, the stream crossings are really difficult, very rocky, without really a clear path across, and that's because at certain times of the year they are fuller, so you'd actually have to walk across this stream, and the rocks move. That's kind of interesting, but there's always a way to pick your way across. Something that you may not know about me is I don't like it when people try to use big words when they're doing it to try to impress you, especially when they use foreign words. So you go to somebody's house to eat and they talk about the entree. Why don't you just say the main course? Or they talk about hors d'oeuvres. How about pre-dinner snacks? Or somebody talks about how they have decorated and they talk about it being chic or motif. How about contemporary or modern or your theme? Or especially young ladies, when they go get their high-dollar cup of coffee and they say, I have a 20. Well, that's just Italian for 20 ounces. Or you ask somebody, hey, what kind of ice cream is that? They say, well, this isn't ice cream, this is gelato. Well, excuse me, the word gelato simply means ice cream in Italian. So you gotta watch it on them words. Well, I made it to the East Branch lean-to. They call it the Pleasant River lean-to. Generally, these lean-tos have access to water. They're all built pretty close to the same, where in the front, they're going to have this ledge where you can sit in, especially in the rain. I sat in one 2 days ago. What a lifesaver. And then in the back, it's going to have kind of basically a long shelf that's about 7 feet deep, and that's where people can sleep. So this one could probably easily sleep 8 to 10 people. Might be a little crowded. The benefit is you wouldn't have to set up your tent. And here's something cool about a lot of the lean-tos is they have a little fire ring, and I'm going to try this out. If I can get the fire going, I'm going to make some rice. I just want to make Martha Stewart proud. It was a success. Messed around with the fire a little bit too long, but the food is great. Somebody told me that there is potato chips ahead. Trail magic at the next road, which is, I think, Johnson Road. So that was a half a mile away. I'm about halfway there. So I'm trying to hustle. I don't want some northbounders to get all my snacks. Okay, I just hit the jackpot of jackpots for trail magic. A couple who's just doing a little section hiking finished up and dropped all their food off. So I ended up with a cold pop and 2 things of tuna, the albacore tuna, 2 Hershey bars, a bag of double crunch ruffles, and a special protein and nut bar, the expensive kind, toilet paper, and 2 Hershey bars. So that means I don't have to use any more of my other food for today, and I get to do yummy trail magic food for the rest of the day. Woohoo! So I just left one shelter and decided that I want to make it over the next few mountains. A little late in the day to start a climb. It's about 3 o'clock. But here's the view. I'm not quite to the top of this mountain, but they have a nice view out. That is the last view, except till I get to the top, that you'll have of Katahdin, which is in northern Maine. First wildlife that I've seen up close on the trail is a little quail. I don't know if you can see it between the trees there, but it's pecking its way up the path. I am at the top of Whitecap Mountain. This is the tallest mountain that I'll have to summit when I'm in Maine. I'm literally in the clouds right now, and I have about maybe 20 feet to go to the ascent, but the wind is going to be screaming up there and you won't be able to hear a thing. So the big mountain that you see in front of you right there, the big hump, if you can see it through the clouds, that is Mount Katahdin. Well, I'm going to close out today's video. I saved a can of Coke. I carried it all the way up the mountain, saved it as an incentive to make me go up the mountain, and it was tough climb, and the winds at the top were probably whipping 45, 50 mile an hour. But now I'm going to look for some shelter. This Bald Cat Mountain was the tallest mountain that I have left. I wanted to get that out of the way. Should make from here all the way in fairly easy. I'm about 2/3 through the whites. Doesn't mean that it's easy, but was able to do that in 4 days. My goal is to be back in Monson in 2 more days. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you've not subscribed yet, and we'll see you on trail tomorrow.